Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have for you Game 2 from Round 1 of the lower bracket of the Season 7 Wind Waker Randomizer Challenge Cup between Poke714 and SirQuazy. On tracking, we have Lade Chiamaka and Delfino Durians, and I will pass it over to our commentary team of Montgol and Cube David. Take it away, you two.
Hello everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. After the game 1 yesterday, we are back with game 2. How we doing, Mongol? I don't think anyone can hear you, unfortunately. At least no audio is coming through. Either way, it looks like we're starting. We have Wind Temple, we have DRC, and we also do have Helmarok. With a Foolish Wind Temple. You'll love to see that. A Baron Dungeon that is actually hinted. We have Angular Foolish, so no need to double dip that for the cave chest. Very nice to see. And we don't get our standard Clifflight opener today, because it is hinted Foolish. Ooh, and we have bombs on Golf. At least Bird's Peak Rock Cave is also dead. That means that hole opener is off the table for us. So that's cool. What else do we have? A shield or letter from Tingle possibly required? Oh, okay, for the... probably just for the Ganondorf fight at the end. The shield is not necessarily required because we can block the light arrows with the hammer now. Because of the Season 7 logic changes. And yes, the golfing is required. We get to see our favorite game again. Yeah, the shield hit wouldn't make sense because Angular's also hinted that and we don't have Earth Temple. At all. Yeah, checking Mother and Child on both sides, and Poke is straight up opting to go to Windfall, whereas Crazy goes on towards Outset Island, very likely to get that Picto off of Jaboon's cave, so he can have a cleaner Windfall dip, which is understandable. But hey, at least we will get to see the door cancel on Crazy's side, guaranteed. And our wallet mail has some piece of paper that we may or may not use, depending on if we need to go to Private Oasis. Like we will go there at some point, but who knows. Oh, look like we're having a spiky underling's house, and it is a hook shot. So we can immediately chase the diamond step path with that one. And Todd gives us some cheese for teaching him how to count rhythms, even though he doesn't excel at it right away. Learning is hard. And yes, we do love the cheese. Crazy also getting the roll clip into Jaboon's cave on his way to grab the Picto. And then we'll likely head over to Golf on his side. Whereas on Poke's side, we're doing standard nighttime Windfall. At least for now. We're rescuing Tingle, talking to Miss Marie to set up for hide and seek. Okay, Crazy making his way over to Mesas. True, we did not see that yet. And then we'll likely go to Horseshoe Diamond Step. And Tingle has even more cheese for us. Yummy. Oh yeah, that outset is definitely paying off for Quazy with that hinted Picto. So we can immediately door cancel on Windfall once we did all the nighttime stuff. Oh, and Mila also has a Picto. Okay. Then I might have seen a different Picto, and all both were hinted. If that's the case, that's funny. I have to say. But yeah, then that also outset tip also makes sense. Because Poke can also immediately door cancel. Okay. Apparently, like I'm sure about the Jiboon Cave Picto hint. Oh, Mila was dead. Okay. And we might need to check the hints again soon. Yeah, with that boating course path to Helmrock, it is very well possible that we might get something leading to Leaf for those bombs hinted on Golf. Or we might just flat out get the hammer. That's also possible. Yeah, Crazy skipping over Golf, immediately going for the Diamond Step path. Which could honestly also very well be Hammer. Or even Leaf. The more boring paths would definitely be Iron Boots or Command Melody. Since those don't open up any checks for us right now. I mean, Hammer doesn't as well, but at least it's required for 2 dungeons. Okay, after doing his nighttime windfall stuff, Poke is also heading towards outset, very likely to grab his Picto as well, and there we have power bracelets in Diamond Step, which is our only spiky item right here. Yeah, with Poke skipping Mila, we have pretty definite confirmation that Mila is just into that. Because otherwise he wouldn't skip Mila on a nighttime windfall. And we have a vanilla bait back on Beetle. That is funny. Happens sometimes. But we do love that. But hey, that means that Big Pick is in logic. If it wasn't hinted dead. Yep, yeet in logic. Maybe the Big Pick will have our path this time. Which is very well possible with those power bracelets being path. It might also just lead to paw print, in all honesty. As a bomb replacement. And any purple ball players? I mean, you are, right? So we definitely have one already. And seems like Poke is going for some money, probably opting to buy that back early. Also getting that roll clip rather quickly, which is very nice. Yeah, right now we're not having a lot of interesting stuff happening right now. We're just mainly trading checks of what the one runner did and the other one is doing right now. But it seems like we will see Poke opting for leafless golf, judging by the whirlpool maneuver. Yep, we will be grabbing the bombs there and also checking off the salvage core gift from the boys. Makes for a really nice early routing, in my opinion. Yeah. Now on Crazy's side, we will see the setup for the door cancel to combine it with the hide and seek. A very staple play when you have a Picto. And it's even better in the early game, since abandoning a hide and seek doesn't lay that much on your mind when you do it. Oh. Ah! Almost getting that jump slash for the third hole on Poke's side. Oh, Crazy in the water. Woo. Let's see, can he recover from this? Ah, not getting that jump again. Unfortunate for Poke. But yeah, it will take some time for Quasi now to get back to Ivan and his gang, the Killer Bees. To talk to them and get his vision back permanently. And there we go. Getting a jump slash for the third hole. And being able to get the bombs on the golf chest now. Of course, we will probably delay it for a minute or something like that to get to the cave first. And seems like Quasi was successful in getting his vision back. Poke having a fierce battle with the Mofulas inside the Horseshoe Cave. And being successful in the end. And claiming his reward. Which sadly doesn't give us anything that would help us in the long run. So we'll just have to be content with the bombs right here. Which is still a very nice reward to have in the early game. But yeah, the Pawprint can only have something for Hamrock if those checks would lock the leaf to get the bombs on Horseshoe. Because otherwise, if for example Boating Course Cave has the leaf for us, the path would definitely be on Big Pig for Morgera. And seems like we got a sword on Salvage Core, which would have been nice to have earlier for the cave. But we're still not gonna say no to that. Since, you know, it is hard required to beat the seed. And Crazy falling through the island, but getting recovery on that bush. Which for some reason just lets you get back onto the island. And now we're going for the fun. With the slash on the wall. and entering the top door of Lenzo's attic. Floors are indeed an illusion. One spiky up here with iron boots. Okay, so these iron boots are leaf locked because currently our only Picto is bomb locked, which is leaf locked. And Poke opting for the bomb push, successfully getting it. And getting his power bracelets with that. So he might go back to outside soon to yeet the pig, for all we know. And we have a Modern Slayer on Pompey and Vera. Not useful for now. But could definitely go something soon, when we get our delivery back, wherever that may be. Crazy now being done with the hide and seek. Getting nothing out of it so far. Maybe our lovely teacher, Miss Marie, could give us something. A bow! And on the other side we have Command Melody on the bomb mail. Okay. So far we have two of our potential paths being Iron Boots and Command Melody, all of them locked by the leaf. So right now we're basically just looking for that to make sense of our paths. And it looked like Small Island on Forest Haven was spiky, according to Poke's Peak. Which is a bit hard to see on Restream, of course. But I think if my eyes don't fool me, it should have been spiky. But yeah, that bow is nice to get Cyclos out of the way early. And it's of course one step closer to our Goma path on Ice Ring. And on Poke's side, we see him getting molested by some Miniblins in the Boating Car's cave. But after some starting difficulties, makes really great work of the crystal switches. Right there. And that's another Picto. Okay, so those are our Iron Boots in logic. Right now. So that path is resolved. However, we still don't know about the whereabouts of our leaf. And unfortunately, the Wizard Cave on Pawprint not paying off for Quazy. And gets the platform shot as a reward for that. But yeah, at least we can clear the rest of Pawprint and peak scale the wall, so we might not even have to return here anyway. On the other hand, we have Poke going over to Dragon Roost. Probably not looking to enter DRC yet. But yeah, could check all the other items. And here we have a bottle on the right boulder chest on Pawprint. Which makes our next outset dip even better, since we can now also get some soup from Grandma and get the Grandma mail check out of the way. That is a Sparky on Scale the Walls, so we will likely have to return here soon. And another ladder that we still cannot use because we are still missing that delivery bag. Oh, great. So yeah, the Power Bracelets path is very much indicating that our Big Pig could be our path to Mulgara, which might just lead to our leave. Honestly, with that command melody on bomb mail. Gotta love not having bags. Exactly. And it seems like all runners are currently on the way to converge on Crescent. And Crazy getting that nice RNG red rupee to go and buy his bait bag. Or not, we will just straight up ignore Beetle for now and get to Crescent. On both sides, that is. But it seems like Poke is already making his way down towards Pawprint. Still missing 2 more rupees to get a hold of that bait bag that we have seen prior. Yeah, Tingle Ladder also costs a lot of rupees. 201 to be exact. And we also still need some money, potentially for Zunari. Yeah, sadly we can still not hear Mongol and his great voice and even better commentary. So for now you'll have to suffice with me. For now. Hopefully we'll can hear him soon. And unlike Pokey, Quasi is opting to check the Dragon Roost Cave in the hopes of getting a nice reward from here. Which could also still lead to our path, in all honesty, with those power bracelets. Completely missed that in, at the first time. Okay, Poke now making his way to Windfall again to follow Crazy's footsteps in the out of the door cancel. And even getting another check on with Manenko due to that deluxe Picto he picked up on boating course. And we do have a Spiky here in the Dragon Roost Cave. And we finally do have our delivery back. Was about time, honestly. So we can finally now deliver our letters. Yay! Makes next Windfall Depth a lot better, since you can also now get the flower from Zunari and deliver those 2 letters on the one hand to the mailbox and the other one to Maggie. And we might finally get to see our other Mogera path. Oh wait, we already saw that. Wait, we're still looking for that Hamrock path with that Picto. I think about got the paths mixed up a bit beforehand. So yeah, we're still currently looking for either a leaf to unlock those bombs, or for a hammer that would just allow us to go and do the rest of Forsaken Fortress. Crazy also making a quick return over to Windfall, since that mob monster can also be path for Hamrock, which Quasi does not know. He has not been over to Boning Course yet to pick up his second Picto box. But that's at least what we know here on Restream. Getting a nice color of Picto for Pompey and Vera, even though they do not care about them colors. But it's nice from an Echo. And that's Fire and Ice on the Moblins that are turn in. So delivery back immediately paying off for Quasi, since now he can also do our favorite check, being the Lighthouse and Creep. That is true. We know that our final bow, so our lights are on ankle. So we still need 2 Tingle Statues to get that. And we finally got a hold of Ivan. So now the hide and seek game has ended for Pokey. Interesting enough, oh yeah, right, he will get his bow right now. For some reason I was thinking that Tingle had the bow all along, but that is simply not the case. So yeah, with these fire and ice arrows, and for us, of course, the knowledge that that Picto is on the path to Hammerrock, Poke might have forgotten Manenko. I am not sure about that, honestly. I'm absolutely not sure about that. Could very well be. But yeah, the way for Crazy now should be to check most of the Fire and Ice Lock checks. Crazy is indeed running low on his arrows, but yep, we did have a race come down to the Manenko picture. Which was Tangible Mr. Mario, I think game 2. Yeah, and a spiky on the transparent chest is likely indicating that we will get our leaf now. Or something leading to that. Oh! We get a grapple! Okay. That honestly means that our path to Goma will... It could just very well likely be the leaf. You need hookshot to enter Diamond Step if that was your question. If you were asking about what item we got on Diamond Step that was needed, it was the power bracelets. Yeah. It was the power bracelets that we needed. Oh yeah, right, and we can also get the scale to wall check now on paw print with that grapple we acquired. Yeah. On the one, you can use it as a bomb replacement for some checks, like on paw print, the chest behind the two boulders, and for the Dragon Roost Cave. And it also has some checks that are absolutely exclusive to the power bracelets, like our Big Pig, that is coming up very soon, it seems. And we will go and pick up some bait alongside of it. And here we get some more cheese on top of the wall on paw print. So yeah, these paths can get absolutely convoluted right now. Why is there a yellow rectangle by Crazy's name? That is our best of 3 indicator. Because in the lower bracket round 1 and all the matches after that are played as a best of 3. And that indicates that Quasi won the first game between the two of them. So for Poke, it is now do or die to get a game 3 going against Quasi. Whereas Quasi is 1 win away to advance into the lower bracket top 12. And it seems like we will get a pick eat right now. We got the skew. And yeet! The pig across the island. Oh. Don't make your way back into the water, piggy. That is not appreciated. Thank you. And after that pickup, Quasi may realize that the Fire and Ice might just very well be path to Halmarok. I somehow completely missed what was on Big Pig, but it seems like it was not important. Yeah, it's a question. Will Quasi remember Menenko? But yeah, Quasi now making his way over immediately to Ice Ring. Which will very likely just be our leaf at this point. because that also qualifies as a path to Goma. And Agrappa was logically not locked by Ice Ring. That's one Tingle statue. So we are one away from getting our light arrows. So yeah, we have hard locked. We have the light arrows hard locked by fire and ice. And we'll make our way inside of Ice Ring. Yeah, Poke very well might just wait for his fire and ice to clear the DRI cave and Fire Mountain quickly. Except that Fire Mountain was hinted Baron. I'm not remembering those Baron hints. Or the item hints. And that's a Feroz Pearl on Quazy side. Gives us another May piece. Okay, Fire Mountain was not hinted. So it is still on the table. For our path. Quazy getting smacked around by that Moblin. Definitely not the way he wants to be treated. But he is safe. Pretty sure he won't die here. Now has only has to make work of that Dark Nut right here. Until we maybe get our reward. Oh! That jumps almost ending Quazy. Getting dangerously close. Ooh! Quazy fighting on knife's edge. And yeah, it quite looks like the Feroz Mail will have something good for us. From that Ice Ring dip. Eventually we get Leaf, exactly. It might be a long chain for that Halmarok logic path, but we will get it very soon. Absolutely. Ooh. And Poke having a bit of trouble with the Wiz ropes inside of the Pauperin Cave. Oh. And there's our Leaf on the Feroz Mail. To finally make sense of our path. On the one hand, it is the path for Goma. So we can assume that there is a small key inside of the big key chest in DRC. And on the one hand, we have now logical access to our bombs. Oh, are we doing Amulet's Cabana on Quazy's side? It quite looks like it. Oh boy. Yep. Komali's father male has our leaf for us. Which is locked by that fire, nice. And we are clipping through that gate. To go and get the chest inside Cabana, which is spiky. And our final Tinker statue. So Quasi now has, out of logic, access to our lights. Before even entering a single dungeon. Great. Yep, out of logic lights locked by Hammer. Who doesn't love it? Oh, getting scared by the Redeads. All of the places they also show up except for ET. Hopefully we won't get to see them again. On the other side, we currently have Poke going into Star Island. Whereas Quasi is finishing up with his Cabana dip. That already paid off for him and may pay off even more. Which is a ghost ship chart. So that's definitely not too bad of a Cabana dip. Oh no, wait, I completely missed the island that Poke was on. He was not going to Star, he was going to Bomb Island. Makes way more sense, to be honest. Since dipping Star doesn't really make sense unless you can full clear Forsaken Fortress, in my opinion. Yeah, Quasi not even hesitating to grab his lights at ankle. Whereas Poke is peeking that tall of waterfall chest. So yeah, it seems like Quasi is now getting his ferry for Grandma to chain it together with Big Pig, probably. And okay, I should be back. So we will be chaining it together with Big Pig and Grandma. And after that, Quasi should be expected to get his bombs on Horseshoe. Quasi also now saving up a lot of Grandma after having that bottle for quite a while now. And we finally get to get the DRI cave on Poke's side. which will yield him his delivery back. So I would expect him to go back to Windfall now and acquire his Fire and Ice that are locked by... They're locked by the Mob instead of turn-in. And then rather sooner than later, he should also be able to get his leaf. And we are coming across another Pigyeet. The last one you will see for today. So I hope you will appreciate the last yeet of the day. Because it will be an exquisite one. And yeet! Across the island. Very nice yeet, Quazy. I would rate that yeet out of 10. Yep, yeeting the pig is incredibly easy. Okay, Eminenko was indeed nothing. As we can see right here. That will absolutely help for the Tingle Mail, yeah. Since it is pretty expensive. Great, getting some much needed love from our grandma. She is very thankful for saving her, and it looks like Quazy's ghost ship is on diamond steps, so he will catch that right after doing his golf. Oh, I could hear Mongol.
What? Did someone work? Did something
It
work?
works! I finally have a
Whoa.
COCOM!
I don't understand anything that just happened. I have been trying to fix this for hours. Alright, what did I miss? Everything?
Okay, now let's try.
A whole lot of stuff.
Now let's actually try if this works in the real channel.
Okay.
I want to know.
Alright. There's some secret stuff going on right now.
Yep.
But you guys don't know it, but we're not. And okay, so apparently ZSR2 doesn't work anymore.
CSR2's plane doesn't like you.
Yeah, apparently ZSR2 just doesn't like my Discord client or something.
What is it?
So, welcome to ZSR2, also known as Commentary ZSR4. We're gonna have some fun today. You guys have already had some fun today. I'm now joining the action, and there's a guy about to shoot at the lighthouse. It's great.
Yep. Exactly. I can't spoil you though. Sadly, Creep doesn't have anything for us this time.
Oh my god. I get golf at the same time too? Whoa!
Yep. Which was which has been hinted at the start, and which will yield us our bombs for Quazy. That Poke is picked up pretty much at the start of the seed.
I won't lie, I've been trying to fix this the whole time, to a point where I haven't even read the hints. It's great.
That is fair.
Missing both shots at golf. No! Trying to shoot the little nuts there to make it respawn faster.
Give them some knockback so they fall off the island.
Hope is always welcome.
Poke now getting his grapple.
Oh my god, look at that grapple. It's got a rope and everything.
Exactly.
Love it. So, our dungeons today, DRC, Forsaken Fortress, and Wind Temple. Wind Temple's here a lot this season, it seems.
Yeah, exactly.
really
Wind
is.
Temple shows up a lot, but at least it was hinted Baron.
Oh, that is a good hint right there. Gotta love
Exactly. Usually, Wind Temple is not beating the unhinted Baron allegations. Most of the time, it is just Baron without any hints at all.
Oh man.
Yeah, the last single
Quasi
statues is one is on Ice Ring and the other is inside of Cabana.
Oh, Cabana. I think from the corner of my eyes, I saw Quasi do that one without the hammer.
Yep,
Which is
he did.
always fun.
But it was absolutely worth it because he got his last single statue, which do lock our lights.
Amazing.
That's finally bombs for Quazy.
Oh, that's very nice to get
which
after the
does
lights.
resolve. Yep, it does resolve our boning course to Helmarock path. Our paths are very not straightforward this time.
Yeah, it seems like there's a few steps to all of them.
The most straightforward one is actually the Ice Ring to go up because it just has a Feror's Pearl and the mail leads to our leaf.
Finally, something simple.
Yep. And boarding course was something along the lines of a Picto for Moblin's Ladder. The Moblin's Ladder tournament gave us Fire and Ice. The Fire and Ice led to Ice Ring for the Pearl, and the Pearl gave us Leaf for our Bomb Axis.
So, if I want to put this in more simple terms, headache leads to DRC or something. Because that's a headache right there.
Yeah. That is a big head.
There's a few layers of path where at some point I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna follow it, but I'm not even gonna think about it anymore. This just hurts.
Yep, it does. And I think, interestingly, our paths just all converge onto Ice Ring.
Amazing. The answer to the universe. You don't know, but for this one seed, instead of being a ring, it's like an infinity symbol.
Yep.
It's a non-Euclidean shape or something. Ice rhombus. I know that's not I know that's Euclidean, by the way.
Yeah.
I just don't know the name of the non-Euclidean shapes.
Oh yeah. This is the first time we are entering a dungeon at 50 minutes in.
We're about to get our first small key too. Don't ask why I know this, I just do.
Say, do you have the spoiler lock perchance, Mongol?
I don't know. I have this.
Oh, why would you know that, you magical wizard?
For every seed, I know just that one place. I have a spoiler lock just for that chest.
Just imagine having a spoiler lock for one singular check. Amazing.
Our Tingle statue acquired.
Yep, one of the two missing pieces for Poke Slides.
You'd be surprised. Like I said yesterday, the first time I played Key Sanity, in this one, there was a small key for the RC in there. Felt pretty nice. And weird at the same time. We're shooting down the platform on Quasi's side. I always feel good when I see people do this trick.
Yeah.
We used to only have like one video by Trog showing how to do it. And I was one of the first ones to like decipher the video. And just tell people how. And now I'm the slowest at it. It's great.
Amazing. Or not so amazing. From your point of view.
Oh, that's great. I love teaching. It's fine. Oh, there's spiky. There's some spikes. There's some spikes.
Yep. It is more cheese.
Yay.
On our side.
Sharp cheddar.
Correct.
Oh, and we got the shield on that side. Let's go.
And even more cheese!
Oh my god. How is this not all melting in here? It's a volcano.
Exactly.
Some more cheese in the pot today. That's just like
Didn't
yesterday.
we have that as well yesterday?
Yes, we did.
In that exact pot?
Right, that feta cheese is just too strong. It wanna exist, you know?
Exactly.
That cheese is just waiting for us in the brine. My god, what's that emote? All of it.
Pot friend full of cheese.
Yeah, full of cheese. If you're lactose intolerant, please look away. It's different. Photosensitivity warning.
Yep.
One thing I really like about lactose intolerant people is that, unlike every other kind of people that's allergic to something, they're like, you know what? We only live once. I'll have that milkshake. I'll feel bad after, but I'll have it.
I'll take the bad time afterwards for some nice lactose products.
Yes. I need that vitamin D, you know?
Yep.
And I'm as sure as hell ain't gonna get it from the sun. I hate that deadly laser. Not enough angle on this ice arrow shoot right there. I love when the arrow looks like it's going for the moon. After.
Yep. It kind of looks like a reverse shooting star, honestly.
Yeah. Take that, moon.
Yep.
Or when the sun is like, pew pew, take that.
You could just reverse the footage and think that that's a meteor that destroys the ice pillar.
Oh man, it could be something. But at the same time, I'm worried for the dinosaurs. I haven't seen them in Wind Waker in a while, so
Yep.
kinda don't want to do that, you know.
I getcha.
Would you look at that? We don't have a leaf yet. I just noticed that on Poke's side.
Yep. He is missing that leaf, although he has immediate access to it because of that for Rose Pearl.
Yeah, just gotta find a dancing friend, aka a mailbox.
Yep.
There's a lot of mailbox on places that don't make any sense in this game. Like, zero population, just a mailbox.
Population, mailbox.
Population, mailbox, and maybe 15 cargo rocks.
Yep.
For some reason, they get mail. And it kind of makes sense in a way, because the Moblins seem to be using the mail system somehow. Maybe the cargo rocks are just as intelligent, they just don't have opposable thumbs, you know?
Who knows? Or is he just casually picking up that pot with the bokoblin in it and yeeting it across the room?
Yeah, as long as you don't acknowledge the bokoblin in there, it doesn't weight anything.
Yep.
Did you look at that? We are on paw print now. Paw print, known for its Wizrobe cave and cheating. It's great. Hey, another piece of cheddar.
Another instance of DR cheese, it seems.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm gonna start believing. Oh,
yep,
that's a nice leaf.
Yep,
As
that is
mentioned.
finally the leaf for Poke. Which is amazing.
We always like the leaf. It's such a good item, honestly. Oh my god, that keys was really close to ruining our day.
Yep. Sadly, it did not. Luckily, it did not.
Yeah. Sadly for us, because that's entertaining. Thankfully for him, because that's entertaining. You know?
Yep. Exactly.
Alright, big key chest time. And in the meantime, we're scaling the wall.
Which does have to have a small key, according to the hints.
Another piece of cheddar.
Yep.
I don't know where they are, so I'm gonna react all the time.
Yep, that one Quasi got some time ago.
A while ago. It back when the dinosaurs were there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And also, since we hit the hour mark, happy 1 hour, everyone. Shoutouts to our runners, Poke and Quasi. Please give them a follow. They are delivering us with some very nice entertainment for this race.
Oh yeah.
And also thanks to our trackers, Delfino and Loda Tiamaka, for keeping track of all these items at all times.
Some items I've never even seen. It's amazing.
And also, big shout out to my fellow commentator Mongol, who tried his best to fix his Discord issues for the first 45 minutes of the race. We are glad to have him here.
We're not even sure what happened. It's crazy. And go follow the poor guy that had to commentate for 35 minutes alone, Cube David. He did a great job, I'm sure. I heard like half of it, because the rest of the time I was trying to troubleshoot.
Yep, not gonna lie, my throat has gotten quite sore at some points.
Yeah, talking all the time like that is not easy.
Yeah.
Oh, falling down that way, so you don't have to deal with is your jump on the bridge or not. I like that.
Same. I missed that jump quite a few times already.
Fun jump. Alright, time for the small key again.
Yep. We have both of our runners here right now in DRC. Well,
they're holding
one
hands.
Is starting it. The other one is on their way to finish the dungeon.
Yeah, the one thing that's keeping them together is just that hand holding in the same room. It was nice.
Yep.
But you look at that. It's 2 brown chests, but there's a pot in here that could have
probably
something.
The big key.
It's more cheese in a pot.
Even more cheese.
Oh my god, that pot friend is full of cheese for real.
Incredible. I think that might be every piece of cheese for Poke when he is done with DRC.
Interesting. Where will be that last piece of cheese for Quasi?
I honestly cannot remember where that piece of cheese is that Poke has over him.
There's 8 of them. It's pretty hard to keep track of, honestly.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's gonna be all cheesed up.
Exactly. It's funny that we had a DR Cheese instance yesterday. We have a DR Cheese instance right now as well.
Yeah, not even the same person rolled these two, so
yeah.
Apparently, the will of the rando just wanted us to see cheese here.
Yep. We do love our cheese in Wind Waker.
Yeah, we do need the cheese. Back in the days, we started with 4 pieces of cheese, you know. So it's pretty wild to have to find all 8 of them now.
Yep.
In a fun reversal, though, the Tingle statues are halfway done in this season.
Yep. And honestly, that's a change I'm really content with, because I do not like collecting 5 Tingle statues just to get disappointed by ankle potentially.
The only thing I'm gonna miss about this is the chance of being in Tingle's jail, getting 2 statues from Tingle, and then going to the end of the labyrinth and seeing another statue. That always felt great because it was like, okay, so that's my statue, that's my backup statue, and if they find my backup statue, I have a backup statue. That way I can always be looking at myself.
You gotta be prepared.
I don't know where I put the other two though. Please find them.
Ooh, we have another instance of a downgrade on Quazy's side, with just a heart piece instead of a heart container from our local boss in DRC.
Mulgera.
That's a shame.
Good old Mulgera. Giving us a quarter of her heart. For us to refuse it.
Yep.
It's tragic.
Even though this is not Mulgera right here. Or was Mulgera.
Yeah, sorry. Wrong name. Gomag, Mulgera.
We still have Mulgera still on our way to go, since we do have to enter our Baron Temple at some point, of course.
Yeah, I think I was looking at Mulgera's picture for some reason, and that went out.
Yep. We are missing one sword and hammer for go.
Yeah, that looks like it. There's a piece of cheese that SirQuazy doesn't have either. So, but we know where it is. So we're closer to no mode than go mode.
That is almost always the case.
Also a shield, I think. A shield.
Shield is not necessarily required if you have the hammer.
Right, they added that's not just in swordless anymore. Forgot that part.
Yep.
It used to only be there.
Poor Kargarok just flat out dropped to the ground in a frozen state.
Yeah, he's done.
Hammer is not always needed.
In this one, it could be. It's definitely going to be needed though, because we have a boss that requires it, and we only need one shield unless we need something that's behind a mirror shield check, because the game doesn't really check if you have mirror shield or normal shield up there. It's kind of weird.
But since Angular has hinted Baron, we do not need a shield at all.
Yeah, the only reason we're gonna get a shield is if we find it before the hammer. At this point.
Pretty much.
And basically the hammer can serve as a makeshift shield too, somehow. Don't question it too hard. That's a hell of a deflection, honestly. Considering how thin the handle on that hammer is.
I do not know what that hammer is made of, but it's impressive.
It's apparently a skull, according to the name. But that's a hell of a skull if it can reflect light arrows.
Yep.
It's made of Stalfos, but before they made them not immune to light arrows, I guess.
That could be the case, yeah. Whereas in German, it's basically... If I were to directly translate, it would just be a steel hammer.
Oh, interesting. That's one way to do it. I would give you what it's called in French, but that's the fun part of being from Quebec. The game actually only came out in English when I was a kid, so...
Hey, we get another bottle!
Oh, we love those. At least I do.
Hammer's made out of the same thing as a bucknet, yeah.
Same thing as the bottles too, because the bottles can actually reflect a lot of stuff.
Yeah, in other games, it can reflect the tennis game from Ganon or Phantom Ganon.
I'm pretty sure it does it in this one too.
Could be, yeah. I never tested it personally.
It's usually full, that's why we don't, but I'm pretty sure it does, yes.
Nice.
It's kind of an Easter egg at that point. They put it in every game. The battle is pretty strong in Wind Waker, though. You can't even one-shot the boss if you put the right stuff in it.
Yep, it is probably the most fun way to defeat Calidemos.
Yeah. Back in the days, they thought 15 minutes to complete Forbidden Woods was tight, but apparently not.
Yep.
Few minutes and we're here. Oh, that's a knight out of steel. Apparently the same thing as the hammer is made from in Germany.
Yeah, I think Poke already checked Islet, but don't remember what was in there. It might just be our last chart that Quasi is missing. But I have absolutely no idea. Nope. Definitely could not be that. Since it is not even spiky.
It's always fun to find something that's not spiky, but feels spiky, you know?
Oh, the last shot is on Tree Branch. Okay.
Ah, right. That's a nice place.
Also,
Pretty out of the way.
Yep, we still have our spiky chest on Sword Island on Forest Haven as well. Might honestly just be our hammer at this point. Yes, well, that's what I meant.
Okay, so I did my research because I was too curious about what the hammer is called.
Okay.
And in French, it's just mass, which means hammer or messu, you know? It's just hammer. It doesn't have a material listed. Full cheese acquired. Oh.
Yep.
That's kind of boring. I'm sad now.
Mm-hmm.
The names, I mean. The best one is still the fact that both the hookshot and the grapple are called grappin quelque chose. Grappin something. You know?
But yeah, we got our hammer on Zunari.
Oh, nice. Soneri with the goods.
Finally required.
Look at that.
It is weird that you can climb up that block, honestly. The one, that block on, well, before the rat room.
We did a nice little soup dupe here, which is going to make the tennis even faster. Well, the lack of tennis even faster, since there was never a ball thrown.
Yep.
Yeah, good old Phantom Ganon just disappearing. He's good at that.
And then laughing menacingly.
He's also very good at that. I think that comes from his father. Ganondorf also just lost a lot. Except in the rando, because we caught that.
Quantum Ganon.
Schrodinger's Ganon, Phantom Ganon. He's there and not there. At the same time.
Yep. But yeah, we finally get to see some new checks. Here in Forsaken Fortress.
Yeah, it's always nice to have new checks. Quasi using the safer strat here. And there's something on the chest on bed. It's the boomerang!
The banana!
La banane.
Yay!
Fun fact. Boomerang is also the name in French. because that's also how we call them.
It is the same in German.
It's written a little different as far as I can see, because I have the page open still.
Yep. Ooh, another
Ooh.
spike in here. Maybe that's our sword. It is our sword. And that's
It's,
Rescream no mode.
Nice. Quazy's still looking for that last piece of the Triforce though, so we're gonna be seeing the rest of the dungeon.
Absolutely great.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah, this seat definitely seems to be on the faster end, especially with our last dungeon being hinted Baron.
Yeah, Dungeon Baron is also always very nice.
Especially if it's the longest one in the seat, hinted Baron.
Yeah, Winter Pole is kind of long when you have to check everything, isn't it?
Yep.
It's one of those places.
Yeah, when you're in Go mode, you can just look for a small key, if you know the big key skip that is, and just rush to the end. And while one boss is going down on one side, we enter the arena of another boss on the other. So it's bye-bye Goma and hello Helmarok, the big chicken.
Goodbye, lobster scorpion thing. Hello, bird thing.
Exactly.
Remember when Goma used to be a spider? Yeah, me neither. Remember when Goma became a spider again? Just the game after that was weird.
Exactly.
All right. That's a bird in the water.
Yep. That's
now
certified.
We're getting
that is certified chicken stew right here.
It could use a little more bouillon because holy shit, that looks like water.
Yep. That is true though.
All right. SirQuazy making his way to the bottom of the tower. Meanwhile, Poke now on the overworld. Forest Haven it is.
Okay.
Elmarok, where are you? Not gonna hurt you, man.
There's a big burb.
Look at that. He's walking against the jail. As he should.
Yes. Okay, we can also apparently send up there.
It worked.
You can still hit the hitbox of Helmarocking.
Yeah, that hammer is pretty long, you know. Oh no, Poke missing the tornado. No, not quite. Nah, sadly. 100 bucks on the bird. Didn't even know he had a wallet. Damn.
Helmarok getting robbed.
I don't think he cares about money where he's going.
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, with these proportions, the hammer would absolutely be big.
Oh yeah, it's enormous, honestly.
Yep. Absolutely.
There's a reason why it goes through the walls at Cabana, you know?
Yep. Okay, and we are checking the small island chest. which we know is not anything we need. And we get to hear 2 different songs basically played at the same time.
Sounds pretty good. It's a remix.
Great,
Hero Shield.
Getting a Scented Shield on the Tingle Mail.
And Errol's mail is gonna be another shield.
Double shield from the Forsaken Fortress mail. Incredible.
We're like, okay, we only need the hammer. We're fine. Then 2 shields.
Yeah.
It's like when I saw a race I saw recently had both shields and Lenzos.
Yep. Quasi now opting to finish up Wind Temple before committing on his search for the last shard.
Oh my god. I mean, it's not gonna be slower, it's not gonna be faster. You already know it's Baron, so it's all about how fast you can get to that basement.
Exactly.
So the only thing we're really looking for inside of that dungeon is gonna be a small key. If we find a big key, we're gonna be happy campers too, because that makes the trick a little easier.
Okay, now also on the quest to trade the flower a sufficient amount of times to get his hammer on Zunari.
A very important piece of hardware. A flower for a hammer.
Very equal trade.
For once.
Yep.
Imagine if he could give you another flower as a reward. Now it'd be mad.
Absolutely, yes.
That trick can be a little precise sometimes because the waves are bigger than others, but there we go.
Yep.
Now we have to gently slide along here until we can actually hook shots.
Yep. Oh. Very
there
nice.
There we go.
Cleanly executed.
Yep.
Just
nice.
for another bottle.
Yeah, we already know that, but it was spiky. You had to check.
Although Quasi is in Wind Temple, even though it is foolish, we still need to defeat Morgera.
To explain a little of what we have right now in this season, instead of having race mode, which we used to have, which guaranteed a piece of the Triforce on the bosses, we only need to defeat all 3 bosses that are marked with a shard on our tracker down here. Because instead of having a shard, they are now required bosses, which means that there's going to be an invisible wall somewhere in Hyrule that's going to keep you from progressing if we have not defeated all of them.
Ooh,
all
and
3
that's
of them.
Vicky on the dungeon secret.
That's always nice to see.
Yep.
But like I said, that makes Wind Temple Go mode a lot easier.
Absolutely, since you do not have to mess with the BK skip. And Quasi will not be in Go mode once he has defeated the boss because the Triforce shots are not forced to be on the bosses anymore, and he is still missing 1 Triforce shot.
Yeah, we know where that one is, but that's gonna put Quasi a little closer to finishing the seed anyway.
Exactly.
But back in the days, you would have been right though, because the only way we found to make the bosses required was to put a shard on them.
Yeah, now it's just that the door in front of Puppet Ganon will not open unless you have defeated all of your required bosses. So that's the change they made.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it means. It's kind of a leftover from what we had before because those bosses had actual shards. That's why it's represented by a shard still.
Yep. Exactly. It definitely can be quite confusing.
It's legacy stuff at that point.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And there we go. We are now in the Eye of the Keys. There's so many keys in here.
Way too many.
One guy's trying to kill some keys, and then the other one is trying to find one. Incredible.
Absolutely. Another key that we're looking for.
Oh. There's another chest in this room. We're gonna have to backflip our way into the whirlwind here. Oh, and it's a little low, but apparently Quasi saw everything he needed.
Yep. Quasi judged he does not need that chest, and so we trust him on that.
Yes.
Because we can't see it either on restream.
It's a little sketchy to beat things on the restream.
Yep.
Seems like this is a wooden chest, and we probably had a hint for the big key room.
I mean, the dungeon is burned anyway. Don't think we would get any hints for that at all.
Yeah, that is true. Because I mean, it could have been a key, you know. That's why I said that.
But Quasi is just hoping for a key down here, which fortunately he does get.
There is 2 in the dungeon, so you can skip one check that you really don't like and still be fine.
Yep.
Unless it's really deep, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little unfortunate to see Star Island not being required on one of the seeds where you go close to it.
Yep.
Oh, and Poke getting Bashiko's letter, aka the treasure chart number 6. It doesn't do much for us.
Yep, very much not required.
And here's our key. So SirQuazy is now ready to finish Wind Temple.
All juiced up as well, or all souped up, as I should probably better say.
Also, always the soup. Soup!
Yes. Soup!
Oh man. So we're gonna do an little trick called Odd Shot here. Basically, you want to aim just outside of the target at a specific spot, and it's gonna put you just above the target. Quasi is not using the same setup as most people, but I'm pretty sure it does work too. There's a few spots for hot shot.
Yep.
I've had the most success with the one down right from it, but
yeah, same.
I do know that what he's trying is not in vain.
The other Tingle statue is located in Cabana. Yep.
It's a nice place for Tingle statue.
Exactly.
If I was a Tingle statue, I'd like to be left at a summer home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the sun. And by sun, I mean the dungeons, because that's what's going on at that cabana.
Yep. Quasi now finally getting out of bounds.
Yay. So all we need in this room is to go to the top and hit the switch.
Yeah, it depends on when Quasi will. Yeah, the bow on Tingle is logically required to be lights, because the Tingle statue on Ice Ring is Fire and Ice locked.
That is true. Oh. It's kind of sad when all the bows have their required order, you know?
Yep.
I do love seeing someone's fire and ice arrows become the light arrows for someone else and everything like that.
It is fun when it happens, yeah.
So Quasi just fell down, which brings us to another point about why it's fun to have found the big key. You get to retry. If you fall down with storage, you're stuck there.
Yep.
You have
And
to retry your go mode from the start.
Yep, that's now Poke's final sword, so now he is only missing one singular Tingle statue on Cabana for his last Tingle statue for the lights.
That's very nice. So they're both looking for one final item, basically.
Yeah. It depends on when each of them will check their final item. Poke does not hard require a shield, because the hammer does work as a replacement to reflect the light arrow in the final phase of Ganondorf.
It looks sketchy, but it does work somehow.
Yep.
Oh, and we're getting storage from Bump Drop Storage here. Poke's side. Not the easiest trick in the book, but a very nice one to know.
Absolutely. Although we have been spoiled by Claire's storage spot in Forsaken.
That's a very nice spot. I always forget it exists and use my old strategy, which is a little sketchier.
Yep, and we got an audio switch, so it is time to get Jam.
Oh man, it is time.
Get in your cat jams, everyone.
I'm trying.
So have some time. There you go. But yeah, we will get to hear that wonderful piece of music once again once Poke has reached the end of Wind Temple.
It's always nice.
Yeah, skipping the last Tungstone before Mulgera does work without storage.
Yeah, it's a trick that doesn't require storage. It's also something that has not been fixed between the original Wind Waker and Wind Waker HD. Basically, there's just a little bit of room behind the stone, just enough for someone to settle behind.
Exactly.
And it works on both versions, as mentioned. It's like it's pretty much just an oversight.
Absolutely.
When you look at that, the bird is going down the tower again. But we have things that fly a little higher to deal with on Quasi's side. Okay, a big sandworm that makes Denis Villeneuve jealous.
Yep.
It locked onto the little baby instead of the tongue. Which is... It's kind of an argument to learn to freehand it. Alright. We are now in the tower for Poke, just waiting for the bird. Gotta cancel that storage before even trying to get to the top of the jail. Because if you forget it, it gets a little weird later. And the bird has made it in the middle, but he's flapping the wings.
Giving us a slight breeze. And now making his way over here.
It's so nice that most of the soft locks for this bird have been solved.
Yep.
And Quasi done with Mulgera, not even grabbing the little prize. All that Quasi needs is that last piece of the Triforce now. We know where it is, but he doesn't. And We'll see how long it takes to get there.
Yep.
You know what, Poke finishing things up with Elmorock King.
Getting his piece of pocket money.
Yeah, and we know that Poke only needs to go to Cabana, get that final statue, and then he's gonna have the light arrows, which are the last required item for him.
Yep. Ooh, and it seems like Quazy is at Forest Haven. Right now. And that height should definitely suffice for backwards Forest Haven. Poke's single statue is at Cabana.
Yeah, Quazy, eyes on the prize right now.
But that should still be enough for
Yeah.
the Void Out to place him up there.
That's a fun trick for that. Either you get it or you get a chance to not mess up.
Exactly.
Kind of brings you back up because it thinks you came from there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty interesting how those little things work.
Yep.
Because you're not risking it, going for the lower bulb here.
That is very fair.
And meanwhile, we have Poke about to get the double shields.
And that is go mode for Quazy right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Now only he has to make his way down into Hyrule and defeat the big bad boy.
Yeah, the big bad boy, and he's even bigger, better puppet.
Yep.
Because you have the final boss, but there's the final boss before that, you know?
Yep. Poke now also opting to go to Wind Temple before getting his go mode Tingle statue.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. If you're right on Windfall, like, you're gonna save it'll warp later, so might as well.
Yeah. But yeah, that is sadly not recoverable for Poke. But Poke will likely finish, even though he loses this race.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see to make sure, though.
Exactly.
Because every runner is different. Every day is different. So some days you have runners that always finish it. You have some runners that sometimes finish it. You never know.
Yep. Ultimately up to them.
Yes. Right, but SirQuazy just breaking the barrier here, performing the good old bear skip, as we call it in some circles.
Exactly.
Very hard trick. Press B, please.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're gonna be going to Gan's Tower.
We're off on our quest.
Yeah, off on our quest. I just love this little corridor of greenery that they made.
Absolutely, yeah.
I feel like it would be even nicer without the enemies, but you know, kind of have to have them.
Yep.
Supposed to be the final place of the game. Talking about enemies, the Dark of the bridge is here. And the Dark Knot has not survived. Sadly. When you have the sound, it's a little harder to pretend it survived. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. To answer your question, Moby, we have something that is called CTMC, chest type matches content. So if a chest is brown, it means that it has absolutely nothing that is required for the seed. If a chest is blue with a gold accent, it means that it has a key inside. And if it has spikes on it, it means that it's something that is required, or at least that the game thinks is required.
I think they mostly mean that Poke didn't even use Makar to let the chest even appear.
Oh, they didn't even do that. Interesting.
Nope. Also, did not check the second dungeon secret. But yeah, we do not know ourselves why he did that.
So that's a very good
Probably
question.
because he thinks that there are some keys lying around that are less time intensive.
It looks like we're gonna get the no big key version of that go mode. Feels like we're setting up right there. Okay, remembered. Poke looking around a little. Meanwhile, SirQuazy now at the end of the seed, about to enter the final door.
Exactly.
And we know that it's the final door because Ganondorf's place doesn't have a door on it, so it counts. Right, so Poke has everything he needs to do a Wind Temple Go mode, but we're gonna see the one that's a little sketchier. Or maybe not. Are we setting to... SirQuazy shooting a little bit wildly right now, but... Gonna get there eventually. There we go.
That's the one nice hit.
That was close. It touched the rope. It touched the rope.
It did, yeah. Can we get the next shot right here? Ah!
Right. It just bobbed and weaved at the
Yep.
right the bad second.
Yep. Oh!
Oh, what? What?
How did that not hit?
I have no idea, and I'd feel cheated right now.
Going for a spin shot, sadly not hitting the tail.
There we go. Meanwhile, Poke setting up for a bumped up storage. Getting it, I think.
Yep.
And you're about to see the sketchier version of this trick we mentioned earlier. First things first, instead of odd shot, you can kind of just walk through a corner here. The camera's getting a little messed up right now. Might as well reset.
Yep.
That's just to get to the basement, though. Oh, that is too low.
Oh, nope.
That is too low, sadly.
That does not work. But that did not work, sadly.
Yeah. There's still a few chests that he can use to go there, so doesn't need to hard reset just yet. You know,
Yep.
SirQuazy on phase 2 of Puppet Ganon.
Ah, not getting a grip.
A little wide to the left right there. I think that was a bit early, but very
Yeah.
close. Very close.
Alright, we're going for for attempt 2 on Poke's side. But we'll be bothered by a few P-hats.
The Piats do like to be in the way. They're good at that.
Yep.
Extremely good at it. Phase 3 is starting for SirQuazy.
We get the snake.
And that's a good snipe here.
And there we go.
Oh, that's a little close for comfort. Meanwhile, Poke now in the basement.
Yep.
The rest of the trick doesn't get any less sketchy, though. So get ready.
Nice
Meanwhile,
shot. Crazy.
second shot on SirQuazy's side. Where and Puppet Gannon has not given up yet.
Getting kissed by PG3.
Right here, you wanna just hit the switch normally. That's the less sketchy part of the trick. There we go. That's where it gets sketchy. If you fall down, you have to restart. So instead of floating in the hair current, you want to land on the little fan here. Back off that way. Climb back up. Turn your camera. And do a jump slash onto the other fan. Now from here, you fly to the middle.
Okay, not getting grabbed by the floor master.
Yeah, usually we take a break before the floor master, but that didn't work.
Yep.
And here, your troubles are not over. You have to not fall in the hole, or else you're gonna have a bad time.
Exactly. So let's hope.
So we're taking our time. We're slowly getting there, waiting for the blades, and making our way to the other side. From here, you don't even need to settle this time. We're just gonna climb up the stone and jump down.
Yep. It does look very funny.
If that was me, I'd be opening that warp bot. Just saying. But Poke is fearless.
He is confident in his skills.
The left doesn't want to work. Let's try the right. Gotta go a little slower because the game doesn't like when you try to face through walls.
And there we go.
Meanwhile, Quasi on the final boss.
And on the other side, we get another instance of cat jamming.
Yep. Even changed the song. So Ganondorf now sounds like a cat jam to me.
Yep. Shoutouts to Richard VT Slacker for changing the audio appropriately for the Mulgara fights.
There we go, Zelda's back up. Quasi about to finish things off. The reflection is good. Just gotta get closer and click A. There we go!
GG's to Quazy.
Winning game number 2 with a time of 146.54.
And advancing to the lower bracket, top 12.
Oh man.
And we also get an interview. GG's Quazy.
GG's.
Appreciate that, guys. I'm so happy. 2 PBs 2 days in a row.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll actually do better than this time this season, so it just feels great. Happy to be here.
Yeah, great to have you here.
I'm just jamming a little right now. We have a Volgara song on the other side.
Oh, sweet. I've forgotten how to do that, like, hook shot trick. I don't know when, but sometime this season I just can't get it anymore. I'm definitely just doing the wrong angle, but...
You mean the air grabs?
Not the Mulgara grabs, but the one where you, like, are skipping into the basement or into mini-boss.
Oh, that one, okay.
Yeah, there's a... You were trying to get the one that's up top. I have a little less success with that one than the one that's down, not down, but just to the right of the target. That one works a little more for me, you know?
Oh, yeah. I definitely need to, like, sit down and actually practice it. I used to never have a problem with it, but when you play for so long, I guess you just, like, you know, you forget things.
Even if you keep playing, you kind of forget things, honestly. And it is... Wind Waker is the kind of game where it feels like some setups just stop working sometime. But it's just, you get so good at them that you don't really think about them anymore. And without knowing it, you kind of fail a little part of them. It's weird.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I feel like with how many patches come out, like there's a new build each season, I feel like they are patching a few tricks because things have definitely gotten harder over the years.
That could be the case, yeah.
I'm gonna say it that way. It's it just feels like when you don't know how hard a trick is, you get it more consistently. As soon as you start worrying about not getting it, you don't. You know?
Oh yeah, I could definitely feel that. Man, I had 8 locations left, and I was like, man, hopefully I pick the right ones. Totally expecting to visit everywhere. And on the first one I visited after Wind Temple, it had my last shard. I was so happy. That never happens that way.
Yeah.
It felt pretty good for you. We saw you go straight there, and we're like, oh, that man's about to get the go mode.
Oh yeah, I was even thinking about like skipping Bomb Island and going because I didn't do Rockspire either, so I was like I'm gonna do all the 2s and then.
I just want to note something right now. Poke is doing exactly what you did, finishing Wind Temple and going straight to their go mode.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yep, grabbing a single statue at Cabana for his lights on ankle.
Oh heck yeah! I was happy I decided to do a hammerless Cabana. I was like, I know this is slower, but it had 2 spikies in there. I think only one of them were needed, but
yeah, it was only a single statue, but it did pay off in the end.
Yeah, the single statues with the light arrows on them. Feels good.
Yep. Also, how did you feel about the second instance of DRGs 2 times in a row?
I'm happy it was DRC and not like Earth Temple because I don't know. I saw Wind Temple and I was just like, oh no, and then it was like Wind Temple is barren. And I was like, I don't know how 2 days in a row we had a barren dungeon hunted, but like I'm not complaining about that by any means.
We're just accepting it.
I was scared about the keys because I'm not very good at the other. I've done the other big key skip, but I'm the type of guy who would fail it 70% of the time. So I was like, I was hoping for a big key that was before the small key, and that somehow worked out too.
Yeah.
I always go for that one. It's a lot less stressful than the full the full big key skip. You know.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
The full go mode is a little scary in Wind Temple, but Poke did it pretty damn well.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Poke now getting his Ghost Charge. And makes his way to the lower floor chest to finally get a hold of a single statue.
Yeah, just gotta go behind a ladder and aim for another ladder through the wall. That works somehow. Works with the chest too. Walls are a suggestion, people.
But yeah, you have won the best of 3 Quasi and will be advancing to lower bracket top 12. How do we feel about your next matchup against Inquisition?
I mean, Inquisition is cracked, so it's definitely going to be tough. Hopefully, I can at least get a game out there.
That would be appreciated, of course.
I might try to practice IHOP, Inquisition's trick, just to show some love during the race. I will say, I'm so sloppy in Tachi that I don't know if I'll actually get it, but definitely try to practice it a bit.
For everyone who does not know, me included, what is the IHOP strat?
I forgot what it's exactly called, but it's the one in Tachi where it's like a. I thought it was called IHOP. I might be wrong, but it's the one where you like take the statue and then as the things are the platforms are coming out for the second statue with like the dark nut, you just like get the timing so it's super quick and you don't actually have to wait for them to come out all the way. I did not explain that well, but it's just the zero cycle.
It is called IHOP by the community, and honestly, it's the kind of trick where it either goes really fast or you lose 30 seconds. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, to respond to the chat, I don't think Inquisition named it IHOP. I think someone was like, Inquisition Hop. We should call it that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it means, yes.
Makes a lot more sense, yeah.
It's funny to see how everyone names tricks, honestly. Sometimes you get IHOPs, or sometimes you get one of the fastest runners in the history of the game just calling their trick the Pog Slide. Doesn't want his name associated with it. It's great.
Brilliant. I mean, there are a
It's-
lot of tricks named after runners, like Crib Shot, for example, or the Frog
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah. Runners we haven't seen in a while, but some runners that never even played Rando, but played the original game. Lots of tricks come from there, you know?
I mean, it makes sense.
Well, one of my favorite ones is Jack's clip, because at the time it was found by, like, a kid that just did it by accident, and now that kid could probably go drink in every single country on the planet. It's great.
That is crazy that Wind Waker is like American legal drinking age. I know America has like a longer one than some people.
From one of the places. Yeah, Jack's Clips. Jack's Clips is the one where you grab the statue, the first statue of Tower of the Gods through the floor.
Ah, that one. Okay.
It's a very cute clip, honestly. Not
It
hard
is
to
very
do,
cute
just hard to find because you kind of don't think about that, you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
Felt like an accident back then. Poke now in the tower. I gotta
Like, if I
say,
ever had to play this game normally, I would not know like what I was doing. Like I would definitely, if someone said made me do a glitchless race, I feel like I'd mess up and do a glitch somewhere,
oh yeah.
especially one like that.
Yeah. With Wind Waker dives, roll clips and whatnot.
Yeah, even the glitchless category, like you really have to read what you're allowed to do.
Yeah, what's considered a glitch and what is not.
One of my favorites for that, the definitions of glitchless and not glitchless, is in The Last of Us. There's a trick, I don't remember the name, but in 2 places it's considered a glitch. In the 3rd place, it's considered just an exploit, so you can do it there. It's very confusing. You can do it exactly at one spot, the other ones count like a glitch.
I was scared early on in the seed because I believe yesterday Pokey did a leafless golf, and I knew bombs are at golf, and I was like, I just wasn't practiced that well in that, so I was like, I hope bombs don't like lead to everything. I was like praying the whole time. I was like, please, please, please.
Yeah, that's fair. Like if I'd known that you were not that comfortable in it, I would have probably not mentioned it at the start, because I would have probably done the same, like going to outset early and immediately doing leafless golf.
Oh yeah, and having that like hook shot pretty early too. I was like, the diamond step was hinted, I believe, so I was like, I have to
Yep.
go here early, but I just knew I was gonna waste way more time if I did a leafless golf and then play all flustered, and I was like, that's not me today. It's something I need to practice though. Like I keep saying that, and I'm about to go on vacation too for like 4 days, so I'm definitely not gonna practice it, but
They're gonna have
Yeah.
some time.
oh true, we definitely should.
All right.
But yeah,
You're
the past
aiming.
were also. What? What are you gonna say?
I was just saying we're trying to aim right here. Didn't quite
Okay.
work, but it's not. It's a hard fight, honestly. It's a hard fight.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, the paths were also pretty interesting to see, to say the least.
Oh
With
god.
all, with all the layers that were to it.
I'm always so confused by the possible hints, because I feel like everything's kind of possible, like every location. But I guess like the possibly required. I didn't know if having one Picto possibly required meant like Minako is automatically dead or not. I'm not sure how all that works.
Yeah, possibly required Picto automatically means that Minenko is dead.
Interesting.
I was really confused there because I think we had a hint for boating course and that was a Picto, but I think all we got there was like I forgot Iron Boots or something, but
We got
maybe
Iron
it wasn't
Boots
good.
and Moblin's Letter.
Oh, that makes sense now. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, and the Moblin's Letter led to Fire and Ice on the turn-in, which led to Phoros Pearl and or Leaf to put the bombs in logic.
All
Okay,
very confusing.
That makes a lot more sense. I was like sitting there the whole time, like I'm not sure how this logic works, but I think I just completely forgot about Moblin's Letter.
Yeah, and what was also interesting was the Power Bracelet's path for Mulgara.
Oh yeah, I definitely was not expecting that.
Yeah,
I was like, this can be our Leaf or something.
Yeah, I was expecting that as well, but I think at the end it was for the delivery bag in the Dragon Roost Island Secret Cave. That either for the Moblin's Letter, yep, it probably was for the Moblin's Letter turn-in as no, yeah, for the Moblin's Letter turn-in as well, and that brings us back to our Leaf and maybe even the command melody on the bomb mail, but most likely for the Leaf. And then also the path for Goma. After you found the grapple on Windfall, it was pretty clear that the other path would just have to be the Leaf. That was also done by Frostbro, which also indicated that we had a small key in the big key chest.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, I know I'm gonna see a few extra keys. I was like, I wonder if there was any like way I could store one so I could just bring it into Wind Temple, but I still had to do Goma, so I was like, I'm not sure how any of that would have worked, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it's rope time. Woohoo! Not the silliest sound that it could make. Some characters sound a lot more silly, but that still sounds silly.
like Sans.
Yeah, the
Sans
Sans
is
one
up there. Sans is up there.
It is one of the most goofy ones, I'd say.
I
It
love
is
the
funny.
mailbox man. I'm pretty sure like when you stab Ganon, it's like you got mail or something.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yep. And Poke successfully getting the grapple skip.
Another good one is the CJ model. The whole time you fight Ganondorf, you can just hear big smoke noises.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Funny.
That Ganondorf dodged that one. That's illegal, sir.
Yep.
I'm always scared when I like accidentally tap right in the beginning of Ganondorf fight because I never know what makes it stop working. So I always like try to get back in the spot. Like I think I did that today. I like move forward a little, then I like walk backwards like 2 steps.
Yeah.
It's a little sketchy, honestly. It's you really have to not do anything different. It feels like as soon as you find your setup, you never change it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Is there another race today? I don't even remember.
For Wind Waker, this should be it, I think.
I'm pretty sure
Although-
it is.
There is one Challenge Cup game coming up in, let's say, about 4-ish hours. A little more than that, but as far as I know, it's not getting restreamed.
Yeah, sadly.
Yep.
It's always
And that
possible
is-
to check the schedule and watch the runners individually.
Yep, and that is GG for Poke as well.
Poke has poked the head
GGs.
of the bad guy. Send your GGs in chat.
Yep. Unlike Quasi, you will not get him in for an interview. But he's in the chat.
Yeah, we have a Poke saying GGs to himself, and he deserves it.
Yep.
Because that was a pretty good performance, honestly. We saw a lot of fancy tricks. We saw some promise in there, so can't wait to see how good Poke is next season.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yes, and GG's to Quasi that finished first for this one and is gonna keep going in the losers bracket. Pretty big opponent coming up, but I hope it goes well for you.
Appreciate that. I'm definitely excited and definitely going to try to do my best.
That's what we're hoping for.
We had some pretty amazing people today. Go follow our two runners, Poke714 and SirQuazy. They did a great job. You can also go follow our two trackers, Tatashimiakia and Delfino. And don't forget to go follow Cube David, the guy that commentated for 45 minutes alone, because we couldn't figure out the weirdest glitch in the Matrix of all time.
But also follow my co-co, Mongol, for stepping in once dishes have been resolved.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely.
To just kind of spawn on the commentary ZSR4, you know?
Yep. But yeah, anyone got anything left to say? Or should we maybe hand it over to our restreamer VT?
I'm all tapped out.
Yeah, so I'd say I think you covered most of my stuff. Of course,
I tend to do that. I tend to do that, sorry.
That's okay. But of course, like I said, we're going to try to get other Wind Waker randomizer races on. But of course, when they show up, but we have tournaments from the Majora's Mask randomizer and ALTTPR as well that we've been trying to get on. So stay tuned for those. But other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.